Michelle, welcome.
Hi, guys.
Appreciate you calling in. So tell us what your question is. What can we help you with? What problem are you facing in business, or what do you want to know that we can help you with?
So I just wondered where a real estate agent like me might go to get some help with my business modeling and business help, taxes, legal help, that kind of thing. You know, our industry is kind of unique in that way for a lot of it. So, you know, just the regular run of the mill won't do a lot of the times.
What specific like legal things are you talking about?
Oh, just things like, so I have protection for my clients, but a lot of times there's things that occur to me that could have happened differently, or, you know, I might need some help. Maybe they didn't understand something. One example was this. I was at an event, and one woman came up to me and she said, "Oh, you're a real estate agent. I need a new one because I bought a house and the plumbing was bad, and she knew it was bad. She had to know it was bad." And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a real estate agent, not a plumber. You know what I mean? And I said, you know, well, she may not have known. We don't know all the construction thing, but I was just thinking, you know, what if I needed to defend myself about something like that? Like, you know what I mean?
And that's a great question. And a lot of your question comes down to like scripting, right? And setting up the expectation that you are not the tax professional, you are not the plumber, all that good stuff. But I would say this is where the importance of relationships come in. Like, you do need a relationship with an attorney that actually you're sending business to. They're making money in other aspects of you sending, like if they're connected to title, for instance, you're sending a lot of money to the title company, which benefits a lot of times the attorney. So therefore you can be in relationship with that attorney because you're giving in different ways, and they can be in relationship with you to give you free legal advice. Right. Because most attorneys, when you call them, they're not making any money. And so the hard part there is they're just not going to answer any of your questions. They're not going to answer your phone call. And so you just need to be in good relationship with the legal professional that can answer those questions. Because the key to like confidence in this business is not knowing everything. It's going, hey, that's a great question. I can get you the answer. Right. And that's the scripting. It's the expectation beforehand saying that you're not, you know, the plumber, but you have that contact, you have that relationship with.
Yeah. And you're exactly right. I will look into that. And, you know, just helping educate the public, you know, like you were said, managing expectations. But a lot of times they don't understand, you know, you come in with this, you know, superhero cape on, and then, you know.
And you need to be the superhero, right? So I'm not saying don't be the superhero. The superhero, though, doesn't know everything. Right. But
they know where to find
knows how to get and find that information and then to communicate it clearly to the consumer. That's the answer.
Yes, absolutely.
And typically the easiest way to do that, like you said, is like, do you have a specific closing company that you use?
I do.
Anything? And are they attorneys as well? Or are they just
No. So out here in California, it doesn't work like that. Our escrow and our title are separate, and the attorneys are separate. So
so you got to find a way to benefit them, right, and be in relationship with them in another way, in order for them to answer your phone call and give you that quick, you know, legal advice that you need.
Yeah, that's great advice.
I think that's a good point in business in general. Is obviously business and growing your real estate business is about relationships.
Yeah.
But also your partnership's the same. It's a relationship, and relationships take time. So usually when you need somebody, it's not the time you are supposed to build a relationship with them. You have hoped to have done the due diligence. But I think the practical application is, you know, you sit down and go, okay, do I have a relationship with a real estate attorney? And if I don't, how do I get to know some real estate attorneys in the area? And then how do I help them?
Yeah.
And it can be simple, you know, spreading their brand, and helping to market them or helping to promote them, helping to, you know, refer them business. It doesn't have to be about you taking, but you basically promoting them would be the key. I know for sure you're extremely smart of saying, hey, how do I do my business model and actually get into, you know, protecting myself? Because I know we have gone through the ringer a couple of times. One thing I wish we would have done differently with Acre Brothers, and especially the flip side of the business and the investing side of the business is accounting. We should have gotten a great accounting early on, because that was a headache. Like, we use QuickBooks now, and, you know, it's finally gotten cleaned up, but it was worth the money to spend on the accountant, and we did not do it. And we should have, because the amount of money it cost us in the long run in time and headache is just so much worse.
Right.
And so that's one lesson learned in the trench of going, and Stephen, to your credit, man, you were the one who told me probably a couple of years into it, we need to hire the accountant. I was like, we don't need to hire an accountant. We got this. This is simple. We're just flipping houses. And I was like, we don't need that. And it turns out, that would have been much wiser. So you really should have a good, trusted, tax accountant. You should have a good, trusted attorney.
Right.
And those, like anything in life, they take relationship building. Sometimes you have to go through multiple relationships to find the one that is with you. So don't feel like if you don't work on the first one, you can't get another person. But it's critical that you put that down. And then from the business modeling perspective, I would encourage you to look into, like coaching, because, and coaching doesn't just have to be the Tom Ferry coaching of the world or Brian Buffini. I think those are great. Coaching can be, who is the agent in your office? Or who is an agent in your area or team that has the life you want to have from a business perspective. Don't choose people that aren't living the life you want to live, because they're going to get you something that you don't want, right? So you need to get and find somebody who can help you. And the scariest thing about coaching, and this is from us saying it and we're giving coaching, is you can get a lot of bad coaching because the person is disconnected from the actual work.
That's right.
That they're too far removed from what they're actually teaching you to do.
Right.
So the best sales coaches are still selling. The best marketers are still creating marketing, right? You want to find somebody who has done what you want to achieve, and they're not too far removed from it, because there are so many variables, from technology to things that just change in economics and environments and markets, that if you can find somebody that's not too far removed but has accomplished what you want, that's the type of coach you're looking for. So I would just encourage you, 2 practical pieces of advice is, one, write down, okay, lesson number 1, Michelle's got to go find a real estate attorney and build relationships with them. You got to find a good tax accountant, or, whatever you need accounting wise. But then you have to go and say, hey, who in my area could help mentor me?
Right.
Because the greatest people have mentors in every area of their life. They have a spiritual mentor. They have a relationship mentor. They have a business mentor. And then when you get really nuanced, you might have a marketing mentor. You might have a sales mentor. You might have, like, the more mentors you can have in your life for specific niches, it will help you. At least it has for me.
Oh.
But great question, Michelle. It's awesome.
That's great advice. Thank you. I'm going to look into that. Actually, I'm going to take action today.
Yeah, I love it. Michelle, let's friend on social. If we're not already friends on social, if you can shoot me a DM, I would love to connect with you, and let's stay connected, because if we can help you and help you in those relationships and stuff like that, we would love to. But I really appreciate you coming on the show. It's awesome.
I would absolutely love that as well. You guys have a great day, and thanks for taking my question. Appreciate it.